Even Madu, you don't lose the mother concurrently. There's a law. As we all know that Master Simon Ekpa appeal has already begun. Yesterday being the 5th of August, that's when the appeal began. And I know that a lot of people are eager to know the outcome of the whole court cases about Simon Ekpa. Well, lovers of freedom, lovers of Biafra, I want you to pay a serious attention and listen to what Mazi Rose have to say and the Dr. Masanga also had to say in regarding to yesterday's proceeding and how Nigeria failed at the first instance. Well, pay a serious attention and watch this video to the end. So pay attention. If this is your first time coming across our channel, do us a favor by clicking on your subscribe button and don't forget on your notification bell for more updates.
Now, I'm going to read Jeremiah 17 verse 18. It says, "Let my God put my persecutor to shame. Let him not put me to shame." Now, in Psalm 132 verse 18, he said, and I quote, "I will clothe your enemy or his enemy with the garment of shame. Upon his crown, upon him will his crown flourish. Upon him will his crown flourish." That's what happened yesterday. But before I continue, I want to appreciate every one of you watching me today. Victory is sure. Victory is very close. Victory is very close. Biafran's victory is very close. First of all, I read Jeremiah 17 verse 18 stated that, "Let my persecutors be put to shame. May I not be put to shame." Secondly, Psalm 132 verse 18 said, "I will clothe them. I will wear them the garment of shame. I will wear them garment of shame. But upon him would his crown flourish. Upon him will his crown flourish." I told you people yesterday that Nigeria has nothing against Prime Minister. I told us yesterday, Biafrans, I told us yesterday that I don't know who constructed Nigeria. I told you these people run for anything. They run from anything fights. Fight in the sense that documentation. They run from anything documentation because they can't defend it. Yesterday, I'm going to debrief us of what happened in Finland. Then we will now get into the real picture of why Nigeria cannot work. If I tell you people that Nigeria cannot work, it's not a joke. Nigeria can never work. It can't work. Enough you work. So yesterday, Finland versus Nigeria. Like I said, Nigeria can never appear in Finland. So when Prime Minister stepped into the podium to defend the allegations that they brought upon him, you know, the Bible said, "I will make your enemies go mad before you." When they ask Prime Minister questions, he answers. When they ask him, he answers and challenge them back. Now, Biafrans, listen very attentive to this. Nigeria is evil. They have nothing against Prime Minister. Now, remember when Chigozie Nwogo said, if the federal government can kill Nnamdi Kanu, that the normalcy will return in the southeast, right? Now, when somebody like me, Rose, reacted that I will look for that Chigozie and know why he's asking for the head of Nnamdi Kanu, that anybody that can give me useful information, I pledged 500K. They now remove the one that that Chigozie wrote. What Chigozie did, and now my own was what they put there. Before, now, I used to tell you that Nigeria cannot work. Now, Prime Minister will now ask, where is the one that you people wrote? They said, no, it's this one. They said, no. Before I reacted, there was something that made me to react to this post. That is the argument yesterday. The lawyer looked very useless and stupid in front of the judge. He looked, yesterday I told us that It is Finland that is on trial, not Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is Finland that is on trial. Finland has to tell Biafrans, they have to tell the world what Prime Minister did to have, for Finland to convince him for 6 years sentence. Yesterday, Finland was on trial. Nothing. The lawyer was just, in fact, he got to a stage, he got to a point where the man was confused. He doesn't know what to do. He was shame begin catch him. Because what they did at the first trial was bribery and corruption. I kept telling Biafrans here. Odogu now looked around. You know, I've been telling you people this thing. When I talk, I don't talk because, I keep telling us, I don't talk because I'm looking for money. I don't talk because maybe Facebook is coming to pay me. Facebook has never paid me one dime since I started this agitation even up to today. So that is why I know that I am not here because of anybody's money. Odogu looked around and said, where are the people who brought me here? Where are the people who put me behind bars? Where is Nigeria? Where are they? Where are their people? None of them was in court. That is a country that some of you would think that will work. May God put all our enemies to shame. Yesterday was fireworks. They didn't come. No representatives from Nigeria government was in that. You know, they are all criminals. They are all terrorists, so they can't come. None, not even one person. And they were now tagging Odogu with ESN. They were now tagging ESN to Odogu. That is why we keep telling you nothing like ESN. It is the government of Nigeria that owns ESN. So they are the one using ESN now to commit havoc. So they are now pushing ESN to him. Odogu said, no, that cannot be possible. He now brought out catalog of BDF, Biafran Liberation Army, and the rest of them. And asked the prosecutor, show me ESN. Why are you tagging me to ESN that I don't know anything about? So show me ESN here. Odogu is sound. Where is Nigeria today? I told you Nigeria cannot work. See, Biafra, I'm not saying this to discourage anybody. Now, it is left for you to choose where you want to belong. Whether you want to belong in paradise or you want to go to hellfire, that's your problem. That's your business. But I'm telling you, if you don't join this Biafra movement, you are wasting your time. Our movement has been redeclared. We are seeking for recognition. That is all we are seeking for.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning across the globe. Today, we are here in the capital city of Finland, Helsinki. Most of us who have never been to this country, this was once a country of peace. It was a country that negotiated peace after the Second World War and brought about the boundaries that we see today. This is a country that I want to talk about and how Africans have been disadvantaged in Europe because of the European laws and because of malice that has come from our governments in Africa. Today, from tomorrow and the entire week and 21 days within up to 21st, the world will witness one of the most terribly investigated case. A case of bad investigation, corrupt intelligence, corrupt witnesses, corrupt international law. A case that violates. I am not here to say what the judge wants to say. I'm here to analyze the case from the evidence that I've seen, which is public, and above the evidence that have privy to, which is also, because I'm in the technical team of this. I'm not going to be shy. I've been, as an African, called to state my position. I will not go into details of the case because it is before court. But I want to do an analysis of what happened, what it is. First of all, I want to find out, and I have asked in this summons, there is no government of Nigeria official. The Nigerian government provided fake evidence, corrupt evidence, polluted evidence, doctored evidence, and brought it to this court. because they wanted to catch an African whom they hated. This is it. They hated an African who was speaking about human rights. It is up to the court to find out the truth. Mine is to say what it is that we need to see in a case of this nature. This case proves to us that injustice, even in European Union countries like Finland, where I am, because some of these people think people cannot come. We have nothing. We talk about human rights. And Finland knows we talk about human rights. President Stubb cannot stop us from talking about human rights. President Stubb needs Alex Stubb of this country, needs people to talk. There is nobody who can prohibit us from talking about how badly the foreign policy of some European countries are subjecting Africans to a lot of injury. It is sad that on this occasion, Finland ignored to alert, to know the history, the political, the social, the economic, the security difficulties of a nation that had collapsed, a nation that had collapsed under terrorism, which has taken 3/4 of this country. Today, as we speak in Nigeria, there are more terrorists than there were some time back. But the reason why some people have been captured is because they say they brought it. But have we got all the kidnapped girls back? No. Let's go on how Nigeria has failed this case, and why this case will fail. There is no way that a person who accused is Nigerian. The evidence used is from Nigeria. But what has puzzled me in the criminal justice systems of this country, Finland, I've been to all places in the city in Helsinki, where I will not say my location because it is not worth stating the location, because I am here both as a Pan-African Forum associate with a battery of a few of experts of mine, and I'm here also as a Pan-African who defends Africa, and I'm here also who looks at these international agencies. Does the European Union look at the entire world as equal?